This is a new day. Not because the calendar changed, this is a new day because I'm changing. You're changing. We are developing something unique here. It's an atmosphere. When you come to and you hear a message like this, when you put yourself under these type of words and you hear the surroundings of people who believe like you believe, iron will sharpen iron. The problem is most of us have been putting ourselves in an environment where iron has been going against wood.
Think strategic all the time. Before any action or any inaction, ask yourself this question. Is this action going to make me stronger or weaker? Will this action move me toward the strategic long-term goals I am trying to achieve in my life? And do not lie to yourself. You have to tell yourself the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
Like at a certain point, like eliminate the outcome. Stop being driven by rewards. Stop being driven by outcomes. Stop being driven by, if I get this, I'm gonna do this. Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were gonna get, show up and still go to work. What's more important, what you acquire or who you become?
The longer we stay around wood, being superior in a place when we've already outgrown it, we will become dull. And when the opportunity comes, when something fresh, someone new, someone that reminds us of what we used to be, someone that had the passion, someone that had purpose on themselves comes, you'll see iron again, and you won't be able to give them what they can give you. You can miss a moment because you don't sharpen yourself against iron. Iron must always seek out iron, must always seek out an opportunity.
A lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire, right? Change expectation for appreciation. That didn't turn out the way you wanted them to turn out. But most importantly, man, approach it and eliminate the outcome. Right? Just go for it. Work. Go to work.
The thought of who we want to become should produce the feeling of it instantaneously. In other words, the thought of your future should produce the feeling that it already happened instead of the feeling of lack because it hasn't happened. How many people understand that? That's where your attention and your energy is spent. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you believe in, it doesn't matter the color of your skin, what you eat, I don't care, it doesn't matter. You've seen it in all ways. So then, the thought of our future, if we're doing this properly, should produce the feeling that it already happened. If the thought of your future produces the lack that it hasn't happened, you're still in your past, and nothing is going to change.
And the truth is about life, the ones that really meet the greatest version of themselves, the ones that really live the greatest life, they never arrive. They understand life is not about arriving at a destination. Life is about progressing through the journey.
That's really not how I think about things. For me, it's simply this is something that is important to get done, and we should just keep doing it or die trying. I don't need a source of strength. Not in my nature. I don't care about optimism or pessimism. That we're going to get it done.
How do you overcome the suffering of life? Is be a better person. That's how you do it. Well, that's hard. It takes responsibility. And I think, if you said to someone, you want to have a meaningful life? Everything you do matters. But everything you do matters. You're going to have to carry that with you.
There's all kinds of different ways to break. You can break physically, you can break mentally, you can break your heart, you can break your spirit, and none of those are fun, and all of those are gonna leave a mark. But the mark that they leave can be the mark of victory or it can be the mark of defeat.
And the only way you can create a new flow is you start living in intentionality. Everything that you do is on purpose. Everything that you do is for purpose. Everything that you do is purpose. If there's no purpose in it, free yourself from it. Do you hear me? If there's no purpose in it, free yourself from it. If that relationship, that friendship, that partnership has no purpose in it, free yourself from it. That habit, if it has no purpose in it, free yourself from it. How you spend your time, if it has no purpose in it, free yourself from it. That environment, if it has no purpose in it, free yourself from it. Because when you don't live intentionally in your life, you do random stuff. And when you do random stuff, you get a random result.
You've got to develop the mindset that I didn't come to take sides. I came to take over. I came to make an impact. I came so that you would remember my name. You see, this is not about narcissism. This is about destiny. It's about purpose. It's about developing something. It's becoming something stronger, better, more important. Something that you can leave a legacy with. Something that can echo long after the days of your jersey is taken off your back. Can you be something? Can you be more? You gotta have a mindset. Iron will sharpen iron. I don't care how loud it gets, how difficult it gets. I'm not running from conflict. I'm bringing it. Bad things will happen to good people. No matter what you've done, no matter how many times you've been good, bad things will happen. And when they happen, you have to decide whether you're going to stay on the path. Will I stay good? Will I stay focused? Will I stay dependable? Or will I cave in? No matter what you're going through, you have to remember you are going through. The word through means I'm halfway through. Through means I'm almost through it. Through means I'm through with it. Through is something you have to go through, go into, come out of, so that you can have a story.
So cast out the lies, burn them down, and listen to the truth. Then live the truth and go out and get it done.
But it's necessary that you work on yourself, that you develop yourself. It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life. People who don't want anything, people who are not striving, people who are not challenging themselves, people who aren't growing, people who have stopped dreaming. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. My mother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. If you run around with losers, you will end up a loser. It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream.
No one has a testimony without being tested. No one can go into battle and say that they are a weapon of mass impact for God and not be tested by God and see if you are truly what you said you are. Because if you're willing to be tested, you can then be willing to find out how much you can be trusted.
Whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life right now, it can put blinders on you. But it is so critical that you still dream. Why? because dreams transport you from the day to day. Dreams give you a beacon to look up, because dreams will remind you that the situation that you're facing right now is temporary. Dreams will remind you that even if the situation isn't temporary, dreams still give you a purpose to live a bigger life despite what you're dealing with. Because they will help you move through the chapter of the life that you're in more powerfully, more grounded, and more fulfilled.
If you want to be truly successful, you must be able to see everything just the way it is, without distortions. If you can see everything just the way it is, life becomes a play. You can play it joyfully, you can play it well, for sure. You should never think, I want to be successful. Don't ever think, I want to be successful. Just see how to make this being into a full-fledged being.
It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation, that you are an uncommon breed. You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. That's necessary.
Perhaps the reason why you got sick, perhaps the reason why you're overcoming something, reason why you have a battle is because there is something on the inside of you that has to be broken to be remade and refashioned stronger, faster, better than you were before. Just so that when you run into other people, you have a voice that can encourage them that if you went through it and came out of it as strong as you are today, so can they.
Pick something. Pick something. Aim at it. As you move toward it, you'll get wiser. Then maybe your aim will change. That's okay. But at least it'll change in an informed way. It's like discipline yourself in one dimension and see what happens. Well, that's exciting. The best we have might not always work, but it's still the best we have. And the fact that it might not work doesn't mean we should throw it away. It's still the best we have. I mean, everyone dies, and so we fail in some sense. The fact that a symphony ends doesn't mean that it wasn't worth listening to.
What we go against should not be the thing that breaks you. It should be the thing that makes you. It proves that you are as good as you say you are. It proves that you are absolutely the right man, the right woman for such a time as this. You've been weighed, you've been measured, you've been found significant in the hands of God to counter the balance of life and show that the teeter-totter of life that would hold you down can be balanced out by the effort and by the hard work and by the faithfulness and consistency of you never giving up. Good things happen to bad people, but good people don't allow bad things to change who they are.
I'm the one, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
Where do the strong go when they feel weak? Who do you turn to when you've been carrying the weight of the family and everyone's always turned to you? When the dominoes of life are all falling towards you and you have to be the one to be the resistance. You're the link in the chain of the family that can't break. The human body, the human mind, the human soul has limits.
Short-term thinking says the donut tastes good, eat it. Short-term thinking says one workout doesn't matter, I can skip it. Short-term thinking encourages you to make short-term emotional decisions that hurt you in the long run. Think strategic, think long-term, act strategic. Take action that improves your long-term position and moves you toward your long-term goals.
Operate out of your imagination, not your memory. Because whenever you look at where you want to go, I'm wanting to warn you, you will have some conversation back here after you go through the data that you've experienced in life saying you can't do it. And so what you want to begin to do is ignore that inner conversation.
You need to win battles in order to win the war. You need to get out of bed, you need to run, you need to work out, you need to read and study and practice, and you need to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. And then you need to get up, get out of your damn bed, get off your phone, get out of the soft and addictive comfort zone, and you need to go out there into the world and get after it.
Your perspective can either be your prison or it can be your power. That choice is always up to you. How you see life is on you. And it starts right here. Your biggest battle is not with them, whoever them is. It's not external. Your biggest battle is with you inside yourself, right between here. Because how you think about life is how you see life. How you see life is how you feel about life. How you feel about life is what you do in life. And what you do in life is what you get from life. It starts right here.
The fact that you're full of faults doesn't mean you have to stop. And thank God for that. That's a really useful thing. And the fact that you're full of faults doesn't mean that you can't learn. And so you can posit an ideal, and it doesn't matter that it's imperfect. It just matters that you do it and that you move forward.
Beginning to embrace that. It's possible. I'm blessed and highly favored. I've got a lot going for me. I got some good stuff in me. And it's possible that I can bring my greatness out here in the universe. That I can do what I want to do. It's possible I can write my own book. I can have my own business. I can take the trip and travel around the world. It's possible. I can bounce back from adversity and reinvent my life. It's possible. Regardless of where I am, that things can get better for me.
Set yourself up on your crutches and you struggle up the bloody hill. That's what you do. And you struggle up the hill towards the kingdom of God. That's what you do. Because the alternative is to descend into the abyss. That's the alternative, not happiness. Forget about that. If it comes, well, great, accept it.
Every thought we think and every word we speak is creating our future. It's as though our thoughts go out into the universe and are accepted and brought back to us as experience. Now that is a very simple thing that most people don't get it. They don't understand it. They've never heard it before and they think it's ridiculous. But if you can really accept the fact that every time you think a thought and every time you speak a word, you are literally painting your future, making your dinner, whatever you want to call it. You are creating, and you're creating your own life.
Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times, Les? You must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith And that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away.
But there's a time when the pride has to come to the support and have the back of the lion. The lion can't always fight everything off by himself. He can't hunt by himself and fight by himself. And that's why it's important that who do you have in your circle? Where's your pride? Where's your tribe? Where's the vibe of who has your back? Because if they support you, when the time comes for you to return to that role and be that lion in the field, you can climb that hill and hold everyone safe, like you always have. Because they protected you when you needed it. They gave you time to recover. You don't always have to be strong, but you always have to surround yourself with the right strength. It's time for you to get tired of sitting on the sidelines of life or looking at other people achieve, win, and become. It's time to put down the clipboard, taking notes and watching how other people have done this thing. You've seen enough already. You've gotten a glimpse of it. You've already got all the hints that are necessary. You've seen all the little nuances, but there's one thing that you haven't picked up on. Just pick up your turn. It's time to get in the game. It's time to ask coach to look at you and give you the shot. It's time to go into your boss and say, I'm ready for that opportunity. Give me a challenge. Give me an opportunity. Put me in the game.
I know I'm blessed today. I know I got work to do, and I know that it's all going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end.
You know, too many times we allow yesterday's troubles to turn into today's struggles.
I could become legendary. Put me in the game, coach.
Key to life is running and reading. All right, now, why running? When you're running and you're out there and you're running, there's a little person that talks to you. And that little person says, oh, I'm tired. My lungs are about to pop. Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm so tired. There's no way I could possibly continue. That person, if you learn how to defeat that person when you're running, you will learn how to not quit when things get hard in your life. Reading. The reason that reading is so important. There have been millions and billions and billions and gazillions of people that have lived before all of us. There's no new problem you could have that someone hasn't already solved and wrote about it in a book.
You want to self-improve? Stop looking for a shortcut and find your guts and your passion and your drive and find your will.
You can take these tentative steps on your pathway to destiny, and you can assume that you're going to do it badly. And that's really useful because you don't have to beat yourself up. It's pretty easy to do it badly. But the thing is, it's way better to do it badly than not to do it at all. And that's the continual message that echoes through these historical stories in Genesis. It's like, these are flawed people. They should have got the hell out of their house way before they did. And they go out and they stumble around in tyranny and famine and self-betrayal and violence, but it's a hell of a lot better than just rotting away at home.
Too many of us are good, too good, at
at carrying the things from our past into our present. We're too good at trying to control the things that are out of our control. Whether it be your past, whether it be rumors, whether it be gossip, whether it be opinions. And we live our whole entire life in stress, our whole entire life in worry. And we don't use our one superpower that we have, which is appreciation.
I want in. Put me there. I don't want to shy away from it. Other people may back down from it. There are people who mail it in every single game, every single week, every single month when it comes to quotas, and they don't hit their numbers, and everyone has an excuse mounted up already to be hung on the wall for others to see. But it can't be that way for you.
You just start. You just start. There's great power in the start. And when you start, life starts supporting you.
You do what it is you're supposed to. You're supposed to build something. You're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Do whatever is required. Just go out there. It's possible you can get what you want. It's necessary. If you want it, you got to go into action. You got to be willing to experiment. You got to be willing to fail and to succeed. You got to be willing to form and to develop new relationships. It's you, it's on you. You got to make that happen. Nobody's going to bring it to you on a silver platter and say, here's your dream manifested. No, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. And it's worth it.
Trust me with it. Give me the responsibilities and the accountability to go along with it. I'm not ashamed, I'm not afraid, I'm not intimidated. That's the mindset of someone who wants to be echoed, have their name echoed in history, to be remembered, to be something worthwhile, to be someone to be promoted, to be remembered. Put me in the game, coach. Trust me now. All I need is an opportunity. Because if you give me the opportunity, I will maximize it. I will show you destiny if I get that chance. Put me in the game, coach.
Some of you just don't understand. Some of you have been average for so damn long, you don't know what it is to do hard work. But there's a lot of you out there who want to be much more than average, but just don't know how to do it every single day, the grind. But there's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if it is, it's gonna be your ass. So make that a motivation for you. Stay hard.
Been ready. I've always been ready. I just wasn't vocal about it. But today I've got the courage. Today I've got the skill set. Today I've got the confidence. Put me in the game.